Hey Internet! So for those of you who may not follow me on Instagram, I'd like to wish all of you a very happy new year. And I want to take this opportunity with a new year to start a new series. And I know a lot of you often ask me questions about what I'm wearing on my face, what makeup am I wearing, what do I like for certain products, and I just kind of always answer them on an ad hoc basis, or I do a makeup tutorial like I recently did for The Office. So if what you want is a tutorial, I will link that down below so that you can check that out. But what I want to do with this series is to share with you my ultimate holy grail products, which is really worth like jazz hands because I never have really done a ton of favorites videos. I find them kind of tiresome, to be honest. Like, let's just have an honest like debunk YouTube moment. I just kind of don't get it because I'm just the kind of girl who likes to just find a favorite and stick to it. If I try new products, it's because I'm not 100% satisfied with the product that I'm using before. So doing favorites videos for me and like changing up what I'm using, especially with things like foundation or concealer, I only do it when I have to, when I don't love what I'm currently using, and when I love what I'm currently using, I'm so loyal to it because I think just finding what you love and sticking to it is such a life simplifier. So I want to take the opportunity to kind of do this series on beauty. I'll still be doing fashion videos. Every Friday you'll see a new fashion video from me, so that's not going to change, but we'll have a little bit of a little beauty moment going on here on this channel as I share with you once per week my favorite product for a certain category. I think it'll also be a really fun collaboration with you guys as well, because if you have your holy grail version of what I'm showing you, please tell me so that I can try it too, so that we can all learn from each other, because finding that ultimate beauty product for any category is truly exciting for those of us who are into beauty and makeup and all of those good things. So, I thought we would start with something really basic that most girls wear on a pretty day-to-day basis, which is concealer. Especially if you are studying and or working long hours, you need this. I know I need this. I don't suffer from horrible under eye circles. They're not terribly dark. They tend to be more kind of veiny. So if that's you, this will be extra helpful to you. Now, I used to be a great devotee of the La Prairie under eye highlighter, which is also similar to the YSL Touche Cle. Those are both recommendations from me. However, I think they are both quite expensive for what they do compared to what's available at the drugstore, which I think is just as good. So those would be my high-end recommendations. If you want something in beautiful packaging, get that. But I recently discovered that the Neutrogena makes me just as happy and looks just as good. So this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector with titanium dioxide sunscreen. So this actually has SPF 25 in it, which I think is amazing because the skin under your eyes is extra delicate, so having a bit of extra sunscreen in there is just such a good idea. It is extremely just kind of creamy and light, and it sinks into your skin. It doesn't sit on it. It feels a little bit cooling, but not dramatically so. And it just feels very moisturizing. I don't notice that it cakes, settles, or looks dry, cakey, or anything like that throughout the day, which is great because I don't tend to reapply my concealer as the day goes on. So I'm a really tough cookie when it comes to selecting one because I expect it to still be there at 11 p.m. when I applied it at like 6 a.m. So you might be confused as to why I'm also showing you a second concealer when I just told you that one is like the best thing ever. This is the Garnier Skin Renew in light medium. I've used so many of these over the years, and to me, I don't really think this is a true concealer. Unless you are very young and you do not have anything to really conceal, you just want to brighten, then this is your best friend. I would just get this. However, if you combine this with a concealer like the Neutrogena and just kind of put it a little bit lower, like around here, so not up here right where your expression lines are, but kind of more like lower around where your cheekbones kind of start. And there's something about this that will really kind of remove any puffiness because it has caffeine in it. So this is actually, if you have puffy under eye circles, this is your friend. This is really going to help you. And even if you don't have puffiness, there's just a very illuminating quality about this product. And if you basically just blend it in and mix it with a concealer like the Neutrogena, it works really well. This is the Cle Depot Concealer. It's kind of an infamous product. Mine is quite grimy by now because this is actually 2 years old, which is insane. You're not even supposed to keep makeup for that long, but I do. What can I say? Like, it's expensive. I'm not going to toss it after 6 months because somebody told me to. This really is one of those products that is meant to last you a long time as well. So this is from Cle Depot, which is the same company as Shiseido. Really amazing skincare, you guys. One of my favorites. So this is now my second one, and I purchased a third one while I was in Hawaii to replace this when it runs out. But I wanted to show you what it looks like after you've had it for 2 years. You can see that's about how much is left, which is still quite a good amount. So even though this retails for $70, which is ridiculous for a concealer, I don't know what they make this with that they can justify that. It's more expensive than most other high-end brands. It just lasts longer than others as well. So if you don't have to repurchase a product for 2 years, the cost per wear is actually going to be about the same as it would be for a drugstore product. So I don't have a less expensive dupe for this. There is a Revlon one that's in stick form like this, so it looks a bit similar, but the coverage and creaminess of it is nothing like this. I do not use this under my eyes, although I know some people who have more darkness than I do use this for that. What I use this for is any redness, discoloration, blemishes, or other, you know, kind of imperfections on my skin that my normal foundation will not cover. And it does an amazing job at that. There's something about it when you put it around your nose where all that redness is. So that is it for my concealer recommendations. I hope you guys found this video useful. Like I said, if you have your version of your favorite concealer, please leave it down below so that we can all learn from you. And next week will be a different product. So I will see you then, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!